Throughout the summer, anxious travelers had been showing up at the century-old depot station in Saranac Lake, ready to ride the rails. These visitors want to take a pedal-powered trip into the wilderness over old iron rails that steam locomotives have traveled for decades, bringing visitors to the Adirondacks. But a safety lesson comes first.
Which is actually a pull-out seatbelt that you have to be wearing at all times.
The power to move these odd-looking bikes comes from the passengers as they place their feet on two pedals and, like being on a bicycle, you pedal.
This is really the first of its kind. The idea of rail biking, that pedaling along the rails, has been around for a very long time. Since the turn of the century, early 1900s, where rail bikes were used to maintain the tracks, sometimes for fire services to get to remote locations easily. But this is the first time that an operation like this has been started in the United States.
Alex's wife got the idea for the venture from a television show she saw in Korea. That's where these rail bikes were made.
We started the operation with 7. It was so popular that we were almost completely booked from day one, and we had so many people on the waiting list that by the end of July we decided to double our fleet. So we now have 13 rail bikes.
The trip runs 6 miles to Lake Clear and back. At Lake Clear, there was a shuttle bus returning to Saranac Lake for anyone not wanting to make a round trip.
You're getting access to 6 miles of beautiful wilderness. We're going to go through some forests and woodland that previously was really only accessible to dedicated hikers. So now we've got elderly people, we've got families with young children, we've had people in wheelchairs that we've been able to put into these rail bikes.
It's the pristine forests and lakes, along with the rush of wind going by you, that brings out glowing responses from riders.
It's kind of like a roller coaster, but you get exercise at the same time.
We've never done it before. It's like go-karts on the tracks.
You can see we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed now because we're on a downhill stretch.
Yeah, it is easier. How fast are we going?
Oh, we're probably only going 6 or 8 miles an hour. But if we were really pedaling hard, top speed for one of these things is around about 24 miles an hour.
But then, who's in a hurry? These trips are meant to be a relaxing pedal, not a race to the finish. The rail bike service was supposed to end on Labor Day, but demand has been so strong that they're going to continue on until Columbus Day, October 12th. All aboard! For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LaDuke in Saranac Lake.